Alright, this is my first video. I'm finally doing it. I'm sorry it took so long, everybody, to finally, get some vlogs out there. Um, I'll be making more. I've been saying I'm going to be doing them. I'm going to be doing them. I've been procrastinating because I have a lot of work. I work as a loan officer, as some of you know. So I have a lot of things I have to do. I just can't I don't have a lot of free time to do what I want to do, and this is stuff that I do want to do. So I'm finally getting it done. First subject I'd like to talk about, which everybody wants to know, is the deal with my dad. Uh, my dad really never cared about me in my whole life. I mean, ever since I was born, he, played the act like, he tried to play the father when I was younger. But when I was younger, my dad was a big time cocaine dealer. And, we had a lot of money and stuff, but he didn't love my mother. He was always cheating on her, and, my mom knew about it. And, um, I wouldn't say I had a bad childhood up until, probably like 12, 13, right around there. I had what I needed between both my parents because they were good at that state. Some of the stuff I won't talk about because, it gets really deep, and I just don't want to get into some of those places. But I will be getting into some of the places that I might be able to come out with later, but it's gonna take a little while. Plus, getting your reactions and stuff like that. My father, he brought me on that show without me knowing that I was going on a TV show. I thought I was going to New York on a trip with him. I had no idea I was going on the show until the night before. And he made it as if I was going on the show to be with other people that were like me, not to be bashed by a whole audience full of people, stuff like that. So my mom called me the night before the show and told me that I was going on. I don't know why she didn't tell me earlier. Maybe she thought last minute, you should kind of know what he's kind of walking into. But I still really didn't know what I was walking into, to tell you the truth. If I knew what I was walking into, I probably wouldn't have ended up on that show at all. That's why I was kind of, I looked calm and collective on the show, but actually I was very nervous. That's why I didn't have, like, all these witty, a few things I had that were kind of witty that I came up with, but, it was just a few things. But I wasn't ready. That guy saying, is there a purse or your lunchbox or whatever? I was going to use some of my own Nancy line, the next motherfucker's going to get my medal, but of course I knew people would be like, poser this, poser that. And if you notice, I lined my t-shirt with black in the front. The producers wanted me to line the back of it, which it says, I am the god of fuck. So I wanted to, kind of cover the front. And this is when Marilyn Manson really wasn't big. He was just becoming a star. So I wasn't wearing it to be like pose or anything. I just thought the t-shirt was offensive. And I liked the shirt. So I wore it. And, people seemed to like it. I obviously made an impact. I got the most mail that Ricki Lake's ever gotten. So I obviously was doing something right. And I have all these haters out there that are like, oh, this guy is a poser, he's fake, these shows are scripted. That didn't happen until Jerry Springer. When Jerry Springer came out, then all the actors and stuff came out. Ricki Lake was a respectful show. Donahue was respectful up until, I don't know, it might have changed after, but from what I know, nothing was scripted on my shows or anything like that. So, getting back to my dad, Total scumbag, bringing me on the show and doing that to me is not a love for a son. You don't air dirty laundry on TV. And pretty much 70% of what he said were all lies. Like me getting beat up on the way home from school. Luckily, I've ducked all that stuff. I've always had back. I've always had friends. If I ever gotten into a fight, luckily either won or I got out of the situation. Um, but no, I've never really been beaten up or anything like that. I was at a dark place at that time in my age. I was trying to find myself, of course. Who isn't at that age, you know? And I just not like that because of society. My society was high school then, and I didn't dress just to, get back at them or my parents. Like I said, I wasn't ready. So I said something kind of stupid, I wasn't prepared for the question. So really, I dressed like that. It's because it was me. That's what I was into. I was into Marilyn Manson, Nine Inch Nails, pretty much what you saw, like were bits and pieces of different things you could see. And I created my own makeup, so I wasn't exactly trying to be like Marilyn Manson. I was trying to do my own thing. It's not like I slapped on some eye contact or something to look all foolish and shit. If you put a picture of me and Marilyn Manson together, we do not look anything alike at all. So I mean, like, I was not trying to be him. As you can see on the second video too, I switch up my style. It gets very diverse. But this video is my first one, so I'm gonna, cut it off here. But if you have any questions that you want to bring up, like religion or any other things, you have questions, of course, I'll answer them. I don't mind answering any questions. If you have a challenge for me to talk about, challenge me. I mean, go for it. People, there's haters out there that just want to troll on you. And, there's a lot of people out there. I think every girl out there, that says I'm hot and cute and stuff like that. I really, really thank you for saying that. That doesn't go to my head. I don't have a big head or anything like that. I don't take that stuff for granted. Uh, I think you're all beautiful. Because like I take a look at your pictures. I check you guys out too. It's not like I'm just a dick. I just read some of the shit and then answer some of the questions. I try to get to everybody that I can. But I get so much mail that I have to take it a little at a time. I have to be in a certain mood to start answering questions because some people do piss me off with some of the questions that they have. Like calling me a faggot or something. The word faggot I really don't like because me not being gay. I'm not gay, but I do stand for gay people. I stand tall for them. Doesn't matter if you're gay, black, white, or anything like that. I'm not racist in any way or anything like that. But I'm gonna stop there. But like I said, I will continue making more videos. And, please send me some feedback and, shoot away. Throw me some questions. All right.